Hello everyone, this is me Simran Singh and today we have with us a talented team of Kartavya. सबसे पहले हम बात करेंगे जो हमारी क्रिएटिव डायरेक्टर उनसे रुचिका कपूर शेख. We have Saif Ali Khan, we have Rasika Dugal and we have Manish Chaudhary. Thank you so much guys for joining. बहुत बहुत स्वागत आप सबका. First thing first आपसे शुरुआत करते हैं. Lady first. जब आपका इतने बड़े नाम हो एंड स्पेशली इन सबके साथ एक रिकॉल वैल्यू जुड़ी है ऑफ नेटफ्लिक्स, तो एक चैलेंज नहीं आ जाता कि हाँ हमारे पास नाम है, हमारे पास सब कुछ है, बट स्टिल वी हैव टू ब्रिंग समथिंग जो लोगों के एक्सपेक्टेशंस पे खड़ी उतरे, बिकॉज द टीम इटसेल्फ कैरीज सो मच वेटेज. टेल अस अबाउट दैट. चैलेंज है.
चैलेंज सी ऑनेस्टली हम वैसे देखते नहीं, हम कहानी के तौर पे ही देखते हैं. व्हेन पुलकित फर्स्ट मेड भक्षक विद रेड चिलीज एंड नेटफ्लिक्स, he was an incredibly new, distinctive, honest voice. There were scenes in that film that leave you feeling very uncomfortable. And I feel like Pulkit, his art is actually about inviting the audience to sit with that discomfort and the uniqueness of that voice. So when we decided to do Kartavya together, I still remember the first time I heard it. He knew these people, he knew this milieu. Every character that he spoke of, he didn't write a one-dimensional character. In fact, for me, what really jumped out about Kartavya is that हर character को एक choice लेनी पड़ती है. They have to choose, and that choice has consequences. And as you see those consequences play out, you're asking yourself certain questions. Of course, surface पे morality versus duty. As a police officer, what your duty is, as a husband or a son or a father, what you do. But beneath all of that, this actually plays in a moral grey area, which is always exciting. I never thought, oh, Saif's doing this after doing a Sartaj or doing Jewel Thief. But for me to look at him really become that character was incredible. Rasika is a seasoned officer, and to find herself on Delhi crime, just clarifying, and to find herself really be the emotional spine of the film. Right. They've been saying this throughout, that there is this therav that comes with them, but I really believe that Rasika and Saif together are really the emotional spine of the film. And if there is anybody who can confuse you, even when you're watching a film, it's Manish. You're really like, should I take him for what he's saying? Is he not? So just to watch everybody bring their A game, Sanjay ji, I've said this, he's a genre in himself. And to see all of them bring their A game to feed off each other's energy, I think for us, hamara kartavya hai that kartavya should in itself be a sort of unique gold standard. And whatever incredible work that they've done, that's great. That's a legacy that they bring. But the film has to stand on its own 2 feet, and that can only happen with the honesty that the creator brings.
Right. So, do you think it's a homecoming moment for you? Because you are one of the who has actually started the OTT, the boom of OTT with Netflix.
No, I don't know about that, but I'm saying that it's the same thing. क्योंकि उस वक्त जब मुझे बहुत exciting लगी थी ये idea of doing Sacred Games, is because the production or the platform and what they stand for is so amazing, and those feelings are still there. So in that sense, it's, I wouldn't say homecoming, but it's again getting the chance to work with these great minds that are commercial in their thinking, of course, also, but intelligent and kind of artistic at the same time. So it's wonderful for actors, and Pulkit's this script was just, I thought, really, really special, So that was the thing. The way it's crafted, the way it starts slowly and builds. So I like the orchestration of the piece, it starts slowly. You realize who these people are. Okay, interesting life. This is what's happening. This, and then, oh, these moments, then this pressure that builds, and then what happens leading to this great climax. So that kind of graph is not something that I've also got very often or seen every day. So I jumped at it when I got it.
Okay. Also, with Sartaj Singh, I've always found Sartaj Singh as one of the best written characters in an Indian novel ever. Ever.
But the experience of doing, if we talk about that, was just so great, because you've got these people sometimes thought they weren't sure what to make of the web, They said, oh, we'll form another company and we'll direct our movie and my assistant can make this film. These guys sent their best in every department to kind of shoot that. And we were inspired by, I've forgotten the show now, Narcos, blowing up internationally,
Ji.
So that was it. That's Netflix gave you the chance to work. So many countries watching your work, immediately people who never see maybe a Bollywood film, would be ringing up and messaging saying, "Hey, saw you on Netflix from this country or from Iceland or something somewhere."
Wow, that's great.
Yeah,
Great.
it really is true. It's amazing how that works. There's a Serbian kid, when we were shooting in Belgrade, he came up to me and he said, and he was 21, he was an intern on the set.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, hi, you're the cop from Powder."
Oh,
He said, "Where did you
nice.
see that? This is in Belgrade."
Wow.
He said, "I saw it in Serbian."
But it is the globalization of cinema, and you get a chance to understand other cultures,
Right.
which is why this kid must have seen. It's like me watching a show, in Danish or something, and watching it with subtitles in that language really gives you second to traveling.
Ji, ji.
There's,
I mean, just the reach of
So
of
how
the
do-
work
who
that
does
you do
that?
here.
It's incredible.
It's incredible.
It's incredible.
Truly.
अच्छा रसिका में आपसे एक सवाल बनता है कि यू हैव सीन कैरेक्टर्स अर्लियर जो आपके थोड़े से थोड़े ग्रे शेड में रहे सिंस्टर है बट दिल्ली क्राइम का एक स्टैंड आउट कैरेक्टर है आई थिंक दिस कैरेक्टर इज आल्सो समवेयर अराउंड एक ऐसा एज एन एक्टर भी आपको ऐसा लगता है कि एक ब्रेक मिलता है फ्रॉम द गोइंग विद द सेम लीग और कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है कि इट्स एन इजी ब्रीथ कि हाँ एक ऐसा कैरेक्टर भी मिला है शी इज द इमोशनल सपोर्ट या शी इज देयर जहाँ पे हमें हर एक को हमें लगता है कि हमें एक इमोशनल सपोर्ट चाहिए होता है इन आवर डेली लाइफ टेल अस अबाउट दैट
yes.
So actually, I mean, Delhi crime और मिर्ज़ापुर तो चल ही रहा है इतने सालों से, and I love those characters deeply, and really I just find it so nice that I've had an opportunity to grow with them over these last few years, so that's been lovely. But yes, when you get something new to do, that has its own charm and fun, and I would say that very often women who are sort of holding up a family emotionally are described as emotional support, and I really feel like at least the endeavor while playing characters like this is to really make you feel like they hold their own, and that while she is there for them, he's also there for her, and she does manage to sort of get her way around him also and nudge him in a direction that she probably wants him to go in, So it's not just sort of supporting someone. It's
being
kind
there
of
as an anchor in the story as well.
It's making them do what you want.
holding the strings.
Yes.
Yeah.
but in a quiet way,
In a
not
subtle way.
in
Yeah.
a quiet way. And I've seen women around me do that all the time.
Yes.
Where they were always described as acha, she's there to support him, but she really knows what she's doing. So I hope that even in a simple story like that, where it's really not about this, but about a larger theme, there can be these small moments where you can get a sense of somebody functioning within traditional and societal boundaries, but still sort of holding her own.
करेक्ट मनीष सर मेरा सवाल आपसे बनता है कि आपको मैं मनीष करके बुलाऊं या फ्रेडी सोडा वाला करके बिकॉज द वे यू हैव प्लेड दैट कैरेक्टर इट हैज गिवन अनदर पर्सपेक्टिव वी लव्ड इट मतलब हम आपको देखते आए एंड वी आर ऑल रूटिंग फॉर यू especially with that scene of yours जहाँ पे मैं औरतों पे हाथ भी उठाता we clap loud so tell us about how life has changed after Bads of Bollywood because this was something else
Pretty dramatically, actually. Yeah, pretty dramatically. I remember there were lots of, when I was playing just sort of very hard-ass villain parts, there were lots of ladies who would want to come and say hello but would not do it. I was told by people around me that, she really wants to come and say hello, but she's just so scared. That all changed overnight.
More lovable, approachable kind of.
Very
Yeah.
approachable.
Nice.
Very lovable. So yeah, it was dramatic, the turnaround.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
okay do you think it's a whole new identity of you as an actor
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Till the next one.
till the next one till Kartavya of course because यहाँ पे भी आप दोनों का जो what we have seen in trailer it's like versus जो है the टक्कर especially last का जो shot होता है
The roaring match.
the roaring yeah
He's my
yeah
boss. Imagine what a dialogue. Like, what's happening?
But I
He's
have
written
to
that. Great writer.
Gigi, was that written?
What a writer.
Yeah, of course it's written. It wasn't hide. Yeah.
No, it was full
He's like,
consideration. But
"Arr."
so a lot of my work, actually, all my work is with either with Saif or with Sanjay Bhai or together.
जी
And I have to say that, I've always admired Saif all the way from Dil Chahta Hai to then you see him in Dil Chahta Hai, then you see him as Langra
Langra
Tyagi.
Tyagi,
And
yeah.
also, we're sort of contemporaries in age, but of course, I got my work much later than Saif got it.
जी
But because we are contemporaries, I've been watching Saif's work right from the beginning, like from our early to mid 20s, you know, and so I've been a great admirer of how he can do
Switch between
Yeah.
the characters.
varieties
Yeah,
of
yeah.
things.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not so much of a fan of rom-coms, and he's done so many. So I don't think I've even seen one.
We've
Neither
grown
have
up
I.
watching
I am
rom-coms, we have grown up watching.
Yeah, I know.
I am, and Hum Tum is one of my
watched all of
favorite
them.
rom-coms of all time.
But I mean,
Salam
I'm not
alaikum,
the generation-
Hum Tum and all.
Yeah. I'm
Take
not
what you
the.
get. Yeah.
Okay.
No. But I'm saying he's playing like even though it's this setup, but it's like a principal and two like
Two students.
sort of naughty students. We feel like, even though it's quite a serious movie, but somehow when we're sitting in his office, we're always getting fired.
Nice.
Yeah, no,
That's
also
great
Sanjay
fun.
Bhai is amazing. I mean, he's one of my favorite actors
good.
ever.
Ji.
You know, all the way. I mean, I think especially when I saw him in Masan, I thought
He was
Oh
damn
my God, he's
killed it
incredible.
over there.
Aankho Dekhi is one of my
Aankho
favorite
Dekhi is
performances
great,
of
yeah.
his. He's too good in it.
So the thing is that when you have you know, Saif and Sanjay Bhai and you know,
Of
doing
course
this
you.
part along with, you know, the three of us,
Ji.
it really I have to say it's very fulfilling.
Right.
With the kind of energies that both of them will bring to a scene, I really enjoyed myself.
Okay, आप
Yeah.
तीनों से सवाल बनता है कि how do you look upon to this era where it's been very liberal for an actor, because we have OTT, we have stories that we can say all out. There is no foundations as such कि भाई box office पे क्या होगा, weekend कैसा लगेगा, या बोलते हैं opening क्या मिलेगी. Tell us about that, because you've been in this industry for so decades.
Yeah, I just said actually. No, I'm saying, yeah. I don't know. You must ask her if she's free. But I'm saying, yeah. There was a time when we started off, we could do anything, and then obviously maybe things happen that shouldn't or whatever. But that's a separate. There's two kinds of filmmakers really in our industry. There's people who, you know, make box office big ticket Friday movies and kind of masala, and then there's more nuanced artistic directors as well, who have a massive audience and a following, but it might not always translate into the same numbers as a big Singham or something like this. So what do? As an actor, you try and do both because it's important to do both, but you know fully well that one will do better than the other. But now with Netflix, you can balance that, or you can have the honor of working with these wonderful makers who have found their real home where they should be, because everything should have the right return, right, on a certain investment. Like
Ji.
it has to deliver.
Ji.
And because of this platform, you can, all these people and all these, because I think as Indian filmmakers, they are very artistic and very varied. Bollywood's a big umbrella. There are all kinds of people, you know. And here, at least you get a platform and a voice, and you're able to deliver and do such fantastic, lovely stories and ideas. So it's a great job they're doing.
Right.
And it's wonderful. I don't know if I've answered the
What do you
question.
want to add, Rasika, to this?
I had forgotten the question. to be
Okay,
honest.
so don't you think it's a liberal age for actors, because here we are at a platform where we can play the role, something that never has been offered before. We have been challenged, not only on actors level but for writers also.
Most definitely. I owe my entire career to the streaming services. I mean, before the streaming services came about, I was doing films which I loved and I felt like needed to be watched more, but would get releases only in 2 theatres in Bombay. When I did Kissa with Irfan in 2014, it was released in 3 theatres in Bombay. And so it was the classic problem of an independent film where you don't find adequate distribution, and the streaming services was the answer to that. And definitely giving actors like me a chance to play substantial and important roles, and also sort of being democratic enough to always invite new players. So that's been a game changer for me. And also then you get an opportunity to collaborate with so many new people. I really feel the streaming services also gave space for a true ensemble. So कई बार ऐसा होता है कि खासकर औरतों के रोल्स के लिए तो जब ensemble cast को जगह नहीं मिलती है किसी कहानी में तो औरतों का ही रोल काटा जाता है पहले तो वो नहीं हुआ. So it's been a lease of life for me.
Okay.
True. I mean, it's great. Yeah.
No, I mean, about 20 years back, when I wanted to do something particular, for instance, work with Ram Gopal Varma at that time, because he was making films with The Factory and all of us wanted to be in his movies. I would try to get into his office and his driver wouldn't let me go in. And so my friend one day said to me, "Ki tu ek to itna gora hai. You're too good looking for to be in a film with in a Ram Gopal Varma film. So how are you going to get in?" So I said, "What the hell does that mean?" So I took off my hair. I took it off, all my hair. And I took 10 days to grow a big mustache. And you know what happened?
What?
The guy opened the door for me.
No way.
Yeah, the same guy, he opened the door for me. And within 20 minutes, I walked out with a part in a film with KK as a cop.
Amazing.
Wow.
It's like one of those classic stories.
It's amazing.
You could have worn a fake mustache.
No, but
It's not the same.
we don't.
It's
It's not the same.
No, it's not the
It's a
same.
method.
It's not the same.
Ramu would have known.
Ramu would have known.
No,
Imagine
no,
a
no,
mustache
no.
coming off halfway
Ramu
through.
does just take that off.
Take that off. Yeah, you're that same guy. Get out.
But did you ever go into his office at that time?
I have been. Oh, yeah.
So let me just give you a little thing about this. This is great. So as soon as you enter into the factory,
The Factory, in Andheri West, I know.
the driver would open. He had this big Land Cruiser, and the driver would stand right outside the gate. And if he was going to let you in, he was going to open the door for you. He opened the door, and you go like that, right? You enter. You're like, it's all dark. You go up, and there is a hatch. There is a hatch in the roof, which is half open, and it says, "The way to the stars."
Will you climb up there?
No, you don't.
You just look
And I
there.
was just like, what?
Longingly.
So that's what we had to deal with. To get a part in a thing that we wanted to be in, Netflix made it much, much simpler. Thank you for that.
No, I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
बातचीत तो बहुत कर सकते हैं लेकिन समय की कमी है तो आप सबसे एक सवाल बनता है कि शाहरुख सर इज द प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ ऑन द शो आप मतलब हाउ easy or how challenging is it या overwhelming is it when you have someone like Shahrukh as a producer? शुरुआत आपसे ही करते हैं.
You know, I think Red Chillies, Shahrukh sir, Gauri ma'am, Aryan even, Ashish Singh, they are such incredible collaborators because they are only fueled with passion. They don't have the trappings of who they are and what they come from. Their energies are actually in setting up what they're bringing to you. And he has really used all of the might and access that he has to fuel these stories. All of the stories that Red Chillies has done with Netflix, I don't think any of them play on any safe turf or play on ground that one would feel. Like we're talking about how liberating streaming is. That the point of being liberating also comes with its own set of responsibilities. A Bads of Bollywood and the Great Indian Couple show must entertain you. And there's no form of judgment when that sets out to entertain. A Kartavya, a Bhakshak, a Sector 36, an Accused, they have to actually make you sit back and think. So everything that we put out and everything we've done with Red Chillies, I think the intent of what that's set to achieve is very, very clear right from the top. So it's been an incredible experience and I hope we can keep bringing these stories together.
Okay. So what do you want to add? Because he's your friend
Yeah,
also.
yes. Someone I look up to tremendously. I also, you see, obviously he's such a huge star and producer and all these things, but that is for a reason, which is he has this incredible passion for his work. Yeah. And that is where we come in. So it's that passion that wants to make these kind of films and create properly, So he's very passionate about cinema and movies. And so it's great to have worked in that environment that he set up. I've done shows with him. I've seen how his cinematic approach is quite close up. And there's really very few people in that position who are like that. Very few people in that position, but who are like definitely as creative and passionate about. I could give many examples about how things are done and how they should be done. Loves movies basically in a sentence.
He loves cinema.
He loves
and
cinema.
everything related
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Rasika ma'am, what do you want to add?
This is my first time working with Red Chillies, and I have to say that it's the first time ever in my career that we've packed up before time. So full credit to the producers, and nobody's been running helter-skelter and losing their minds trying to finish a schedule. It's never happened to me. I remember once we packed up early and I just turned to Saif and I said, this is the first time this has ever happened.
Because
to me."
Pulkit also is
That's
fab,
Pulkit
no? He's
also,
like
yeah.
great.
Pulkit and
What is
Red
it? In
Chillies.
20s the days ran for me. Some 25 nights.
There's a whole clarity about everything.
Yeah, and there's no panic on set. Nobody's yelling at anybody, and this work still gets done and gets done before time. That's almost never happened to me.
I mean, it's the classic thing of if it's on the page, then it's on the stage.
Yeah.
So the page is very strong, and then it gets translated onto the stage very seamlessly.
Ji.
Yeah.
Okay. One last thing, because Samik Kami's last question, we'll end it with you, Saif sir. We have grown up watching rom-coms and everything with all your films have been my favorite. Hum Tum, Salam Namaste and all.
Hum Tum is my favorite.
Yeah,
I'm just
वही बात है. So Tara Rampam, everyone.
Okay.
So there was this whole few years, a decade we हम बोल सकते हैं जहाँ पे rom-coms हम बहुत कम देख रहे थे. Right now with Sayyara, which is doing great, still great on Netflix. How do you look upon to this phase coming again with action and rom-coms?
I don't think Sayyara is a rom-com. I think it's a love
It's
story.
a romantic
we like
drama.
love stories and
Yeah,
dramas.
but the romance, the genre of romance was not explored much. Yeah, थोड़ा slow down था as such. जैसे हम पहले देखते रहे in early 2000. How do you look upon to this whole phase that's coming back, turning around? क्योंकि there was Sayyara, there was Divaniyat. Now the thing has been started going again.
I don't think it can ever go out of style. I think a love story, rather than a rom-com, which are two different things,
Yeah, okay.
can never go out of style. And there'll always be hopefully a young star coming up that will push boundaries and, a new bottle to put that old wine in a nice way, I mean, because stories have not changed since.
Right.
What is the similarity between Jaws and Beowulf? Sorry to give I mean, they're all the same story ultimately. There's about 6 different genres, as people know, and everyone makes the same. But it's how you package it and how you dress it up and how you make it different. So there will always be. There'll be and I think Ahan is amazing. And that's, I mean, it's bound to be.
It's bound to be
It's
there.
never going to go away. How can love stories go away? The whole world runs on
Right.
that feeling, right?
Well said, sir. And I don't think there can be a better note to end on. Thank you so much, guys, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Looking forward to Kartavya.
Thank you.
Thank you.